Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. We're going to get started in about 2 minutes here. Good morning, Nikki. Good morning, Caviar. Thank you so much for joining. Today is Tuesday, right? Tuesday, week 8 of the quarantine. And it's really kind of a trip to just soak that in for a second, that we've been in this new normal, this new state of being, this new way of living for 8 weeks. That's 2 months. And if we think about it, if someone had told us in January 1st, first day of the new year, 2020, where we come in with all these dreams, hopes, expectations, resolutions, ideas, plans, missions. If someone had told us, by the time you get to the 3rd month of this new year, everything is going to stop. Everything's going to change. The world that we know is no longer going to exist, that everything will be different. What would we have done if someone had given us a warning? If someone had told us on January 1st of 2020, in month 3, your entire lifestyle will be different. The world that you operate in will be different. What would you have said during that time? Go ahead and leave a comment and let me know what would you have said? What would your reaction have been if on January 1st of 2020, someone told you by month 3, your whole world's going to be flipped upside down? What would you have done to prepare for the change if you could? Would you have changed your habits? Would you have changed your thinking? Would you have changed some relationships? Burst into laughter. Exactly. Like, pa! Okay, whatever. Good morning, Abbas. My question this morning is, if you're just getting on, if on January 1st, 2020, someone had told you by month 3 that your entire world was going to change, what would you have done? What would have been your reaction? What would you have said? And I was thinking about that this morning because we're in, the 3rd month of this new year. Actually, I'm lying. We're in the 5th month of this new year, but in the 3rd month of this new year, everything changed. And now we're in month 5, completely changed our thinking. Yeah, same. Sometimes when we know that change is coming, we have a way of mentally, physically, emotionally preparing ourselves for change. When we know that change is coming, especially if that change comes with or brings loss. If you think about a person that you've lost, whether they transitioned, out of the physical into the non-physical, whether a relationship, romantic or platonic, may have ended. When you know that the change is coming, when you know the loss is coming, we have a tendency to brace ourselves, right? If I think about back in 2017 when my grandmother passed away, she passed away December 23rd, 2017. And I remember watching as her body started to slow down and deteriorate. And I remember thinking to myself, I'm going to spend as much time with her as I possibly can, because there's going to come a time when she's not going to be here in the physical. So let me put my all into spending time with her while she's still here in the physical. And it's because I knew that the change was coming. I knew the loss was coming, right? Sometimes we don't know when the loss is going to come. We don't know when the change is going to come. So we don't necessarily get the time to say, I'm going to put my all into this before it's over. So when I think about what I would have done or said if someone had told me back in January that by the 3rd month of this new year that my entire world was going to change, the feeling that came up for me is, I'm going to put my all into it while I can. I'm going to show up and play full out while I can. I'm going to put my heart, my soul, my passion, my energy, my time, my effort, all the way in while I can. Because the truth is, we don't know how long it's going to last. We don't know how long this is going to last. We don't know how long anything is going to last when we really think about it. As much as we want to feel a sense of control over our lives, over our environments, the reality is that we have influence and we have impact. And we can decide how we want to react and how we want to respond, but we really don't have a whole lot of control over the big giant picture that we're a part of. We get to show up and we get to step into it with boldness, with bravery, with courage, with intention, with attention, with power, with passion. We get to show up and show up fully. So even though we are hopefully reaching the end of this quarantine, of this restricted time, we really don't know exactly how long it's going to last, right? So instead of us anticipating the end of it, maybe we can actually just embrace it while it's happening as it is. Maybe we can decide to say, you know what? I still have a whole lot of time. I don't have to go back to work just yet. My kids aren't going back to school just yet. My environment is still going to be kind of as it is for a little bit longer. I'm going to play full out while I can. So that was kind of what's on my heart this morning, is no matter how much longer this quarantine shit lasts, I'm calling it shit because that's what it feels like sometimes. No matter how much longer it lasts, I'm still going to show up. I'm going to get out of bed. I'm going to put on some clothes. I might even do my hair. Maybe I'll put on some makeup. Maybe I'll just show up as if it's another amazing day, because it is an amazing day. You know what I mean? It is an amazing day. Every day that you wake up with breath in your lungs, movement in your body, sight in your eyes, sound in your ears, and joy in your heart is an amazing day. So instead of anticipating when it's going to end, maybe embrace it while it's happening. Because the truth is, there will come a time when we don't have this much calm. We don't have this much stillness. We don't have this much freedom over our schedule. There's going to come a time when we're going to be expected to show up in a different way. So it's really important that while we have this time, as annoying and disruptive as it might feel some days, to go ahead and embrace it. Give yourself permission to just be in it. Give yourself permission to be in it without attachment to how long it's going to last, what it's going to look like, when it's going to be over. Give yourself permission to embrace the experience as it's happening. Because sometimes we're so ready for the next thing that's on the, horizon, or the next thing that's coming down the pipeline, that we actually rob ourselves of the privilege of just living in the experience, of just being in it as it's happening. And sometimes that's difficult, especially if the thing that's happening doesn't really feel good, and we have to kind of lean into the not good feeling and then reach for the next good feeling. It's work, y'all. I'm trying to tell you, being a person is work. Okay? As long as we are in these bodies, there's work. So let yourself surrender to the uncertainty. Exactly. I surrender to the uncertainty. I surrender to the uncertainty because I know within uncertainty is possibility, and I surrender to possibility. That's what that looks like. I'm not just surrendering to the uncertainty because I enjoy not knowing what the fuck is coming next. No, I'm surrendering to the uncertainty because I know within the uncertainty is possibility, and that possibility is powerful because there's a whole lot of possible and possibility, right? So today, my encouragement as we prepare to go into our meditation in the next couple of minutes here is to ask yourself, can I surrender to possibility? Can I embrace all that's happening right now? And am I willing to show up and play full out? What does that look like? Does that look like giving myself a little more time in the morning? Does that look like moving at a different pace? Does that look like, polishing myself up for the day so I feel good about the way that I look? Does that look like putting healthier foods into my body? Does it look like getting more movement into my day? Does it look like going inward a little bit more? Does it look like creating, writing a new song, writing a new poem, journaling a little bit more? Does it look like spending more quality time with the people that are around me in quarantine? Does that look like spending more quality time with myself? What does surrendering to possibility look like? That's what we're going to take with us into our meditation this morning. So thank you so much, everybody, for being here. If you haven't already, go ahead and find your comfortable seat. I'm sitting on my cushion. This is my go-to spot. All kind of good juju happens on this cushion, so I love sitting here. And go ahead and take a big deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Give yourself permission to start to settle into your seat. As you deepen the breath, maybe allow the eyes to fall gently closed. As you settle in, notice as the breath becomes a little bit longer, a little bit deeper. Giving yourself permission to sit comfortably and calmly. Taking 3 deep breaths in and out together. So in through the nose, out through the mouth. Two more, just like that. Big breath in. Long, releasing breath out. One more together. Big inhale. Releasing with the exhale. Bringing the hands together just at the heart and bowing the head to the heart for a moment as you set your intention for your practice. Your intention is simply an invitation to something you would like to allow, create space for, or experience in your life today. Maybe more peace, more prosperity, creativity, maybe the ability to surrender, the ability to let go, to release, to forgive, whatever you'd like. Sealing in your intention with a deep inhale and releasing the hands, releasing the intention, knowing that it is so with your exhale. Allowing the head to float back to neutral, coming back to the rhythm and flow of your own breath. Breathing in and out through the nose. Beginning to check in with the body. Noticing as each passing breath enters and exits with ease. Drawing awareness up to the crown of the head. Feeling the tingling sensations across the scalp. Noticing the space between the eyebrows as you allow the face to soften, releasing the tongue from the roof of the mouth, letting the shoulders come down away from the ears. Feeling the rise and fall of the chest with each breath. Softening through the spine, releasing the belly, allowing it to expand and contract as you breathe. Softening the legs, releasing down to the soles of the feet and the tips of the toes. Settling into this space of stillness. And beginning to take notice of your thoughts. Some may attempt to draw your attention away from this moment. Simply deepen the breath. Acknowledge the thoughts and allow them to continue on their way. Choosing to remain here and now. Giving yourself permission to settle in, to take this pause, to breathe into these moments, giving yourself permission to lay your burdens down. Lay down the schedules. Lay down the expectations. Lay down the obligations. Give yourself permission to be in this moment, to be with each and every breath. Deepening the breath here. Taking notice of small, subtle sensations in the body. Tiny changes each time you breathe. A little bit more peace. A little bit more freedom. A little bit more love. Feel as these sensations wash over your body. Doses of peace. Soothing sensations of love. Tingle of power. And the joy of possibility all around you. Deepening the breath here. Allowing yourself a moment to invite the presence of your angels, your ancestors, spirit guides, the divine love that exists within. As you invite this beautiful presence to come and sit and be by your side, allow the mind to remain quiet enough to hear the whispers of wisdom, of love. Allow the body to remain still enough to feel the embrace of that beautiful, unconditional love. Feel comforted. Feel their protection. Feel that power, that encouragement to know that as you are, who you are is enough. Allow that feeling to wash over you as you know from the deepest parts within you that you are enough. As you deepen your breath, allow that feeling, that knowing to resonate each and every part of you. You are enough as you are. A divine manifestation of love, creativity, power. Deepening the breath here as we prepare to step into the space of silence. Allow yourself to sip in the sweetness of your stillness. Breathe in the comfort of the quiet. Allow yourself to embrace this moment. When the time comes, listen for the sound of the bell. But in the meantime, give yourself these moments, knowing that you are enough. You are enough. Breathing deeply. You are enough. Remaining where you are, allowing yourself to stay connected to each and every breath. Remaining connected to your breath, beginning to introduce small movement into the body by deepening the inhale through the nose and lengthening lengthening the exhale out through the mouth. Two more together. Big breath in. Long, releasing breath out. One more together. Big inhale. Holding and suspending the breath, embracing the sensation of fullness before releasing through the exhale. Wiggling the fingers and the toes. Gently turning the head from left to right. Bringing the chin down towards the chest, rocking the head over to the left. Coming back to the center and then rocking over to the right. Back to center. Bringing the palms together at the heart with the head bowing to the heart as you honor yourself. Honor yourself for being who you are as you are today. Honor yourself for showing up, for trying something different and creating something new. I honor each of you and appreciate you for allowing me to be your guide, to share this beautiful practice with you. I proclaim prosperity, peace, and pure joy over your life as I do mine. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Rubbing the palms together, activating some of that beautiful energy we created here today. And then just cupping the palms just over the eyes, gently blinking the eyes open, letting small bits of light enter before bringing the hands down and away from the face. And we're back. How is everyone feeling? Let me know how you're feeling after this meditation this morning. Feel free to drop a comment or an emoji, or even tap the little heart in the bottom right corner of your screen. Every day feels a little bit different, right? And tears, yeah. I had some tears too. Sometimes we need that reminder that as we are, who we are, no matter how many mistakes we've made or missteps we took, we are enough. If you have the desire in your heart, that is proof that the vision is always there. That is proof that in a way the story has been written. Sometimes we just need to be reminded that no matter what story was written in our past, that we still hold the pen. We are still active participants in our lives. We are still the authors of our story. And no matter where you were, where you are is what matters most. Not even where you're going, where you are. So to know that where you are, who you are, as you are, is enough. So I have 2 cards to share with you today before we go. The first one is you will be surprised. You will be surprised. You will be surprised how much you are actually capable of. You will be surprised how much the universe is actually conspiring in your favor. You will be surprised at what happens when you surrender to possibility. You will be surprised. And the last message is that you have options. That you have options is meaningful and to rock on. And what this means is that you have options, you have choices, you have different pathways that you can choose, that you can walk on, that you can change. You can shift gears as often as you want. You can change careers as often as you want. You can change, just like you change your draws often, you can change your dreams often. You are allowed. Anything is possible. You always have options, and you will be surprised at how your life begins to unfold when you embrace that knowing that you are enough. As you are, who you are enough. Don't allow this world to tell you otherwise. That is divine truth, that you are enough. Thank you guys so much for sharing this time with me. I appreciate you immensely. This is a labor of love. This is me standing in my gift. This is me shining my light, and I'm just grateful that I get to shine it on you, and that you also shine your light as a reflection back onto me. And I receive all the love and the appreciation immensely. I will continue to show up. I will continue to be here as long as I feel led to do so. If you have any questions about meditation or anything that was shared here today, please feel free to DM me. I love to talk about meditation. If you feel led to make a donation, the information is available in the comments below. I will be here again tomorrow, same place, same time, to sit here and share space with you again. May your day be blessed and blissful in all ways. Namaste, y'all. Peace. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you, everybody who joined. You're so welcome. Breathing fresh air, yes. Hey, everybody. Hey, you guys. Love you, love you, love you. See you guys again tomorrow.